Hello, my friend. Have you ever felt like you were chasing the riches of this world, and even after achieving them, your life still feels incomplete? If yes, then this story of James is for you. It will guide you in finding happiness and removing your problem. Now let's start. James had what most would deem a good life. A secure job at a reputable firm, a trendy apartment in the city, and a social life filled with weekend outings. But even with all of this, something always seemed off. He woke up every day hitting snooze 3 or 4 times before forcing himself out of bed. During the workday, he ticked away the hours until lunch, and then the hours until he could leave. His nights dissolved into aimless scrolling, watching TV shows he didn't even care about, and ordering takeout because cooking seemed like too much work. It wasn't that he was unhappy, but he just wasn't happy. One evening on a Friday, after another grueling week, he ran into his old college buddy, Sam. They had been inseparable, but life had steered them apart. Sam had quit his corporate career 2 years earlier to work for a nonprofit, assisting disadvantaged children. James could never find out why, because Sam was well on his way to a 6-figure income, and now he was struggling to make ends meet. But sitting across from him at their favorite coffee shop, James saw something unusual. Sam was calm and relaxed. There were no weariness in his eyes, and no hesitation in the way he moved. Halfway through their discussion, James let out a sigh and reclined in his chair. "Man, I don't understand. I've done all the right things, good job, nice apartment, and respectable social life, and yet I feel like something's missing. And you, with your wild career switch, you're happier than ever. What's your secret?" Sam stirred his coffee, then grinned. "I quit pursuing happiness." Amazed, James said. "That does not make any sense." Sam shrugged. "For years I thought happiness was something I would get after I reached a certain goal, that more money, better status, and the next big thing. But no matter what I achieved, it always felt like something was missing. So instead of chasing some imaginary future happiness, I started paying attention to what actually made me feel good in the present." That lingered with James. That weekend, he resolved to do something other. Rather than sleeping and scrolling half the day at his phone, he woke up early and went for a walk. Initially, it felt odd to just walk, with no checking of emails or listening to a podcast. But after several blocks, he began to become aware of things: the morning air, cold and crisp, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee from a street vendor, the soft hum of the city yet to wake. That night, rather than ordering takeout, he prepared a meal for the first time in months. It was not a fancy stuff, but just pasta and a tossed green salad. But there was something nice about making a meal for himself. Later, he phoned his mom, something he was always intending to do but never got around to it. She was taken aback but pleased to receive his call, and they chatted for almost an hour. In the weeks to come, James began implementing some small tasks. He silenced his phone at dinner, noting how much he actually enjoyed dinner times without its interruption. He cracked open a book instead of defaulting to TV. He began to turn down social events that left him feeling drained and forced himself to be around others that made him happy. One night, he sat in his balcony drinking a cup of tea, viewing the city lights. There wasn't anything specifically to make him feel good about, like no new promotion, no grand accomplishment. Yet for a very long while, he could not remember the last time that he felt okay and untroubled. Happiness, he came to understand, wasn't some grand prize that was sitting at the end of an ideal life. It wasn't in pursuing success or approval or the next big thing. It was in the tiny and simple decisions, like living in the present, doing things that truly counted to him, and releasing the need to be always more. Have you ever felt like you were chasing happiness instead of actually feeling it? What is one small thing that genuinely makes you feel good? Let's talk in the comments. But before that, please consider subscribing our channel to join us in this journey.